Extraordinary family, welcome back to the channel where we go from faith, fitness, and motivation. So today's video is going to be my InBody test results along with body recomp. So right now I'm in the process of doing a Hyrox and Faith series. So in the Hyrox and Faith series, I'm explaining about my journey, and part of my journey is my InBody test and my body recomp. And today I'm going to explain to you about my body, my InBody test results, what, how, and why I'm doing the body recomp, and how it's going to help me be a better runner for Hyrox before we can go along with my series. So let's get into it. So my InBody test overall results was 96. So an InBody test is you stay on the scale and you hold your hands out like this, and you basically weighs everything: your water, your muscle mass, your body fat percentage, your visceral fat. Like it weighs everything: your arms, your legs, where the fat is. It just weighs everything with your InBody test. And that's what I needed because I wanted to readjust my body so that way with my body fat percentage, because I want to become more efficient, a little bit faster with running, along with the volume and everything that I'm doing. So I knew a part of that was all the research I've done. A part of that is you have to drop a little bit of, weight so you can move a little faster. So my overall test results was 96. So what is body recomp? Body recomp is basically holding on or gaining muscle while you're losing fat. And that's kind of like the process that I need to be in, because right now my body fat percentage is 22.2 and I want to get to 19.6. It's really not that far off, but it's not that far away from each other. But that's my goal, to be a better runner for Hyrox. I'm really taking this goal seriously, and that's kind of like basically where I want to fit in, because I still want to have some type of body, some type of curve, some type of muscle. I don't want to get too thin, but I don't want to be. I want to be right in a sweet spot, and I feel like I'm right in a sweet spot. So overall, you're gaining muscle or maintaining muscle while you're losing fat. So that is what body recomp is. And a lot of times that you prioritize protein and you prioritize carbs. You just also prioritize a calorie deficit. So we'll get into that in a little while. So let's go into why I want to be a better runner. So right now I've been doing my tempo runs. I've been doing so much cardio. I've been doing at least like 4 to 5 times a week. I've been doing a lot of cardio because basically the Hyrox race is mainly running in between all your exercises. And I think it's 8. But overall, I know that to be faster, to recover better, I know that I need to basically adjust with my body along with volume and working out and recovery. So that's another reason why I want to drop my body fat percentage down to 19.6. All right, so let's keep going. So all the research I've done, most elite women for Hyrox sit between 18 to 20 body fat percent. So 19.6 is like right there. It's not like too high or too low, like it's right there. And their skeletal muscle mass is about 70 to about 80, and their weight is between 150 to 160. So when I was researching, this is the research that I came across. So mine is 22.2 body fat percent right now. My skeletal muscle mass is 79.6, and my weight is 182 pounds. I'm about 5'8", so I'm not tall, but I'm not short either. So my weight kind of like levels itself out. And after, if I do drop, well, once I drop the 92.6 to that 92.6%, my weight should be between 175 and 178. So that's kind of like what I calculated and did the math to figure out. Not trying to drop too much weight, but just also transition to being more muscular. All right. So my overall, like I said, my overall skill was 92. and what I'm trying to work to. So I want to go back to my body recomp and what I'm doing to actually get into the recomp, and that is being in the calorie deficit. So an overall calorie deficit, I usually do is when you basically a calorie deficit is when you eat a little bit less than what you normally eat to maintain your body weight. So right now I'm only eating about I'm only eating less, like 300 less calories than what I usually eat. So, but depending on my training, because training for Hyrox and training for anything, you have to look at your calories in, calories out. You have to look at how much in my training, my high and low days. So right now I'm on a schedule where most of the time, if I'm running, or because I do like two a day. So I'll run in the morning and I'll come back and lift in the afternoon, and that you're going to need high energy, you're going to need high calories. So most of the time, if I'm training two a day, or I'm running a whole lot, or if I'm running for like sprints or doing my tempo runs, I usually it's a high day. It's usually a high day, and basically a high day is where I eat more carbs for energy to be used into fuel me. And then some days like where I just lift just upper body, or just do something slight, or yoga, or I'm having a deload week, I usually eat low, and basically my carbs are what's high, and my carbs are what's low, because those are the carbs is what I use to fuel me for energy. And then I prioritize my protein, and no matter what, high or low, I eat about 5 ounces. I eat about 100, I think, of 40 grams. Yes, 140 grams of protein, and I weigh it on a scale. That will be coming to another video. I will show you guys how I meal prep for my recomp and the foods that I choose to eat. Right now, I just eat all whole. I eat a well balanced diet. I have my carbs, I have my fats, my olive oil, I have my fruit, I have my eggs. I just overall eat, and I do like it. I do like body recomp because it's slower paced, so I don't really have to delete everything out. I just have to eat these certain calories, weighing at this certain amount of my protein, my carbs, my fat, understand what days that I'm training high and what days I'm training low. And right now it's been a pretty good journey. It's been a pretty good journey. I can't really complain about it because um I already enjoy eating sweet potato, and the carbs I do choose are sweet potatoes. And I've been eating wild rice. I like jasmine rice too, but um, I like wild rice as well. And I've been eating chicken breast, and I've eaten ground turkey. Right now, I kind of been eating the same meals over and over again for like the last 3 months. And I'm going to keep going for a year, probably until my race. I'm going to keep eating the same thing over and over again, being consistent all the way through. I know that probably sounds like suffering, but I got to get to the goal. So it's only temporary. I don't have to do this for the rest of my life. But for right now, I'm going to be consistent, and I'm going to eat the same things. Already been on for 3 months, and I'm going to keep going. So now, oh, and how I track how much calories I need to eat, and how much things that I burn, and how I know if I'm in a calorie deficit is because I have a Garmin Pro chest strap that I wear when I'm working out, and it tells me how much calories I'm burning in rest, how many calories I'm burning when I work out, and even when I just wear it all day long, mainly all day long. And then I have my Amazfit watch that goes along with that, so that way I can take my watch data and also my Garmin Pro data, take it together, and then I can just do an overall scale. And that's kind of like how I came out with how much calories, how much I burn, when are my high and low days, what zones I'm in, because you have to know what zones you are too for the race, so you can keep your heart rate. But that's another story. But also knowing what zones I am to know if it's a high or low day, and that's how I do my overall getting into my eating, and that's the how for my body recomp. Okay? So now I want to explain how this InBody test and how body recomp goes along with me being a better runner for Hyrox. So if you think about it, I want to be a more efficient. I want to be a more efficient runner. I want to run better. I want to run faster. I want my body to flow and move, I guess, along with training and not feel like I'm pushing or moving with heavy weight. And that's another reason why I want to do the body recomp. And that's another reason why I do the InBody test. And you got to think, every pound of fat I lose, it requires less oxygen going through. So therefore, I can move better. I can breathe better. I don't have to use so much oxygen, so much of this, so much of that to run, to utilize. It's better for me to just get to that goal of dropping it and then see how my body actually moves. Also, I will get faster because I don't have a lot. I will have a little bit less weight. Even if it's 5 pounds, you got to think, if I'm going to from 182 to 178 or 182 to 175, if I'm losing 5 to 10 pounds, or even if it's 6 or 3 pounds, it's still less weight. And so I can definitely move, just move and have great transitions when I'm trying to do my race. And then also, my recovery will be better. I can recover better. I can hold my pace longer. Overall, just better movement, period. And you don't have to be, I feel like all the research I've done and listened to, you don't have to be super fast to be a Hyrox, but you have to be strategic. And most of the time, being strategic, I want to be that in overall everything in my life. I want to be strategic in how I train, how I recover, how I'm thinking about going into Hyrox, how I'm thinking about doing anything, any goal that I set. I want to be strategic because I know I just don't want to go in blind. I just don't want to go. I just want to make sure that I do the proper things, and that has to do with body recomp and also knowing what my overall body has been doing since I've been working out for these last 10 years. I never did an InBody test before. I just look at the way I look. Hey, if I want to eat this way, if I want to be thicker, I know I have to up my calories. I have to be in a surplus. Hey, if I want to be smaller, if I want to see a little bit muscle, I know I have to be in a calorie deficit. And when you learn them things, you say, okay, well, hey, what do I want to be this year? Do I want to be in a surplus, or do I want to be in a deficit? And right now I'm choosing to be in a deficit so that way I can drop my body fat percentage and also build muscle while I am losing fat. So overall, recomp goes along with the InBody test. So if you decide to do a recomp, make sure you can get an InBody test. And if not, you can still do a recomp without it. You don't have to get an InBody test to do a recomp. But understand that an InBody test doesn't overall tell you if you're healthy or not. Only blood work at the doctor's with a 1 year checkup can only tell you if you're overall healthy, like your high blood pressure, the sugar, all that. So don't look at the InBody as, because overall my InBody was like, oh, you are in great shape, you're all these things like that. Yes, that's what it says, but overall, don't take it as in you're overall in good shape. Like you maybe have good skeletal muscle mass, you may have good body weight percentage, you may have all these things, but just don't take it. Take it light. So overall, this is the journey that I'm on, and this is the next step to my Hyrox and Faith series. Is me doing an InBody test, and we're already doing an InBody test and doing a recomp. So my next video will be, well, not my next video, but my next time I get weighed, I do my next InBody weigh-in. I will definitely be posting about that, so that way we can see, the journey, the progress. You can see how everything changes. You got to understand hormones, time of the month, all types of things change and fluctuate, and weight is something that changes and fluctuates at any given time. And sometimes your body plateaus, and you want to monitor that. I would like to monitor that throughout this journey. So that's why I will be getting the test done. I'm not for sure how I don't want to do it too fast. Like, I don't want to do it every 2 weeks. But once I get into the rhythm, I will be dropping more videos so that way I can give you guys an update along with this InBody and recomp. And I hope you guys choose to do it too. I hope I inspire you to do a recomp or an InBody test overall results. I feel like everything you do in life should overall have some type of science back to it. I'm a big person of faith, but I also understand that information is here so that we can always be better or be extraordinary. So why not take my faith, the knowledge I have, and the science and put it all together. And I feel like that is the overall you put inside the bucket. Like that's how you get to the goal. That's how you be successful. Is when you take all the knowledge and all the things that just you that you're capable of getting and turn it into something. So I hope this inspires you. I hope you guys watch my faith and fitness journey. I hope you keep going and just see how we can grow together and see how much I can give you. You can learn through this journey. If fitness, a race, a journey, or just starting something new can help you and overall give you information. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Join every week so that way you can see my Hyrox and Faith series and also my bonus videos like my body recomp or my InBody test. And just let me know. Let me know if you like it. Let me know if you want more, or let me know if you want anything you want me to change or learn. All right. Stay extraordinary.